Good morning, everyone, and welcome to WHIT Radio's The Morning Buzz. I'm your host, Michael. I'm joined by Briah today on the boards and Mr. P. Good morning. How is everyone? Good.
Well, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Allergy season, though, today. My allergies are really acting up. Have my box of Kleenex over here, you could see. But yeah, there actually is a local pollen alert. That's how bad things are outside here. But we'll get to that later when we tune into our weather center. Interesting news today. We got a lot going on. We have the Subway series going on over in New York these past few days and the days to come. We have some wacky stuff going on with Beyonce's sister. She's beating up Jay-Z, and it's been caught on camera. We have the statement released from Donald Sterling. But to open things off, I would like to bring things back to a more serious note as we talk about what's going on in Turkey with this mine. As a crowd milled around with downcast eyes outside a coal mine in western Turkey on Wednesday, a miner dashed their hopes that his co-workers still stuck inside would make it out alive. There are 200 of them trapped in the shaft, about 2/3 of a mile or a kilometer underground. Disasters officials confirm this, but many miners are missing, so the number could be much bigger. The miner and some friends had crawled out of the burning mine in the town of Soma on their own, he told a reporter from CNN's sister network, CNN Turk. He choked up as he said he couldn't imagine anyone else having the same luck. The fire, which started after a transformer blew, was still burning and preventing help from getting to the trapped miners. Turkey's emergency minister said the death toll is at 232 already. The Turkish Prime Minister just confirmed that. Smoke rose from openings on the ground. It was honestly, it was a mess. It was a terrible scene. They're literally getting burned alive in there. So apparently bad things are going on in Turkey. And like I said, the death toll is already over 200. It's at 232. So this is not small. This is terrible. It really.
They're in this coal mine that collapsed.
Right.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
In Turkey, and the death toll is rising. Many are missing.
238 miners.
232.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it is. So, folks, keep them in your prayers.
Mm-hmm.
All we can do is wish them the best. So what's going on with Donald Sterling, Briah? A lot of hype and controversy has been revolving around this man. I saw it coming before. He said he was set up, and the way I heard the phone conversation, it did sound like it was set up. But what did he say, Briah?
Well, in the voicemail I heard from yesterday, he was specifically talking about Magic Johnson and how his girlfriend took a picture with him.
Okay.
And I think the reason why he's doing this is because he doesn't want to lose his team.
Right.
And, putting all this on Magic Johnson is ridiculous, But from the story I read, this is Magic Johnson is ready to put the last month behind him after being shamed for his HIV-positive diagnosis, targeted for the color of his skin, and dragged into the epicenter of a scandal against his will. The NBA legend now says he only feels sorry for the man behind the character acts. So,
Yeah.
Magic Johnson, in response to Donald Sterling, he says, "I just feel sorry for him," Johnson told CNN's Anderson Cooper. "I really do. It's sad. The problem is he's living in the Stone Ages. He can't make those comments about African Americans or Latinos. He just can't do it." So
Now, he can make those comments. It's not right. But he can say anything he wants to, especially in the privacy of his own home or over a phone conversation or whatever. But like I said, in no way do I condone what this man believes in. It's, it's barbaric, really, to even...
And the one thing that caught me the most was when Donald said that he does not help black people. What is he doing for the black people? And that really hurt me because out of Michigan and half of LA, all of LA, he's helped black people. He helped out with schools, charities. He's rich. He supports all of African Americans. And for him to say that, what is he doing for the black people, is stupid. Like I don't understand that. So he's old.
He's old,
He
and I
needs to
have to be to be very honest. if he's not a fan of black folks, he shouldn't have become an NBA coach. 78% of the players in the NBA are black.
I mean, owner. He was never a coach. He
I mean,
was an owner.
the owner. You
Right.
know, I mean, he threw himself right in to the mix there, very literally.
Right.
But yeah, what this guy said was awful. And really, it's nothing to brush off. It's not a small deal, considering he is such a public figure.
And they don't want his wife or anybody associated with him to own the club.
Right.
So
Yeah, because they would feel
his
like
wife
he had
wants to get it.
Right. Well, if his wife gets it, that means he would have the influence still, just under a different name with a different face to the organization. But like I said, he is such a public figure. He should know not to say things like this. I mean, the man should know better. We are living in the 21st century, and he's still living in the 50s here. And
Well, I was listening to him, and I felt sorry for him. I really did, because, he's just, he's just, as Briah said, he's fighting to keep his club, and he's saying all these kind of ridiculous things.
Yeah.
And he's kind of pitiful. It's pitiful, you know. He has prostate cancer. He's 80 years old. I mean, I guess you got to give him a little bit, little leeway here. But it's just kind of
yeah.
It's just,
No, I know what you're
it's not
saying.
good.
Honestly, he's
Yeah.
just an old racist curmudgeon, to be very honest. Do I think he was set up like he said? Yes, I do. I can't imagine that I don't even know what their relationship is between.
The rumors are, I think they said that Johnson was messing with the girlfriend, I think at the time.
Yeah.
But Magic Johnson, I think he cleared it up when he said that he only took a picture with that girl. That was it. There was no relationship between them, being that she is in the NBA industry with Donald Sterling, I guess, and they kind of messed around. I don't know, but he said that they didn't. So
I'll tell you what's very interesting about this whole story is you gotta watch your mouth now. I mean, we live in an age of technology where phone conversations can be recorded by the press of a button. You don't need some kind of wiretap or anything. You can just press a button on your iPhone or whatever phone you have, and you can record the phone conversation. So nothing is private anymore. It really isn't. You can't even have a conversation.
And screenshotting too, because you gotta watch what you write on the internet.
Right. You could screenshot a
because
conversation
screenshot it
via
on
a
your
smartphone.
iPhone.
Right. So I'm sure we'll hear more about this guy in the news. To be very honest, I'm kind of sick of it. He's been on the front page of CNN and everything for a little too long.
Sure.
I have an interesting story. You guys ever heard of the Zodiac Killer? Yeah, cool. This is a cool story. A Louisiana man claims in a new book that his biological father was the notorious Zodiac Killer of Northern California, who's still sought by authorities. Publisher HarperCollins said yesterday. The Zodiac serial killer is believed to have killed 5 people in 1968 and 69 and gained notoriety by writing several letters to the police boasting of the slayings with swatches of bloody clothing as proof of his claims. The serial killer claimed to have killed as many as 37 people and had never been caught, and he still hasn't. Now, Gary L. Stewart, vice president at the cleaning company of Delta Tech Service in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, is recounting his decade-long search for his biological father and has concluded that man, Earl Van Best Jr., who's now dead, was the Zodiac Killer, the publisher said. On Tuesday, police in Northern California said they weren't aware of the book or its claims. They said it's an open and active case, so we didn't comment, San Francisco police spokesman said. But it's certainly something our homicide investigators will take a look at. So that's pretty interesting. This guy who wrote this book found out his father was the Zodiac Killer. Imagine finding that out.
Can you give me a little background on the Zodiac Killer? I've heard of his name, but I'm not really up on him.
What happened was he killed these 7.
How long ago? What is the time frame?
68 and 69.
Back then,
and he was never found. And he killed these 7 people, these 7 folks, and then wrote letters to the police stations boasting about it, saying that he did it. And he sent in photos of swatches of bloody pieces of clothing and things like that, but they were never able to find him. And
now he's surfaced?
He's dead now, apparently.
Oh, he's dead? Okay.
That's what this guy who claims it's his father says. He said his father is now dead, the Zodiac killer.
They never apprehended him?
No. Nope.
Wow.
No, it's but an interesting story. Very interesting story. This day in history, it's pretty cool.
Right.
1804, Lewis and Clark expeditions set out from St. Louis.
All right.
Yeah, so our whole middle part of the country was bound to be discovered. In 1904, the Olympic Games were held in the U.S. for the first time in St. Louis, Missouri. So we have 2 things from St. Louis today. In 1955, the Warsaw Pact was signed by the Soviet Union and 7 other communist bloc countries. It was dissolved in 1991. And in 1998, Frank Sinatra passed away at the age of 82.
Who passed away?
Frank Sinatra.
Okay.
Yes. So,
yeah, Lewis, let's get back a little bit to Lewis and Clark.
Yeah.
That was amazing. We talk about the man on the moon and going to the moon. These people had absolutely no communication with anyone. They couldn't write. They had no cell phones, and without the Native Americans, they never would have reached where they did. I believe Oregon or Washington was the final thing. They really had very little food. They had to rely on whatever they could get, and I think only one person perished in the expedition.
Wow.
It was a Frenchman, and he perished. But I believe it was Sacagawea that helped them, and without her help, we probably might have been delayed 20, 30 years before actually, going out there.
It always amazes me because you figure that was about 1804. It was a little over, 200 years ago?
Right.
It was 210 years ago, I think. And that was, that was a frontier. That land had been undiscovered. Yep. And it was just in that short period of time that there was land in the world that was not discovered yet. There was a good majority of the United States had not been seen
by Native Americans.
By European folk.
Not by Europeans, no.
It was undiscovered, it was a frontier. Now our last frontier, I believe are our oceans first, but it really is space. We don't know what really is out there. We speculate, we have research, but that really is the last frontier, and I'm curious to see where we'll be 210 years from now, looking back. So very interesting.
Well, we have to, I think somehow we have to travel faster than the speed of light to really go to other planets and other solar systems.
That's some ride.
So vast. It's so vast.
Yeah, really.
Maybe Mars will be the next real frontier for us if we can somehow put a base on there and have people live there.
You might see sandals commercials for Mars.
I think that's our next goal, and who knows? I don't know if you've ever seen the movie 2001.
Space Odyssey?
Space Odyssey.
Of course.
Well, that was back in 1969, I believe, or 68. The prediction was by 30 years from there, 1990 or so, we would have colonies on Mars. That's what everybody thought, the way we were going. But look, it's taken a lot longer than they thought and most people thought. So it's not as the new, as you say, the new frontiers, and the only real frontier left, space. It's going to take a lot more, many, many, many more years than we thought.
Yeah. So we'll just we got to see where we go as a people. Briah, what's going on with Beyonce and her sister? She's beating up Jay-Z. I saw the video. What the hell's going on?
video went viral.
Yeah.
My phone was blowing up. Everybody was talking about it from Instagram to Twitter. And you know how the internet is so fast with
Of
the
course,
memes and all of these craziness. And they were dogging her.
Yeah.
Like, it was terrible.
Yeah.
But singer Solange, Beyonce's sister, was leaving the Met Gala with Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Where were they
And
leaving, Briah?
The Met Gala.
Where's that?
Where's the Met Gala? There was a bunch of pictures.
Oh, in New York City?
In New York.
In New
Oh,
York,
in New
yeah.
York. Okay.
So they were leaving from the elevator, I think, and there was security recorded it. Somebody recorded it, and it was very like crazy. I guess the video went viral. Everybody was talking about it.
She was what, drunk?
She was drunk. Yeah, she was really drunk. I don't know what happened, but
How did they get a hold of the
Wow.
elevator video? Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
I mean, oh my goodness.
Oh, my gosh.
And that's Jay-Z in the corner there, right?
Is that Jay-Z?
Yep, that's Jay-Z. But
Oh,
Jay-Z
gosh.
didn't try to attack her because he's a guy. You know, he didn't want to hurt her by like.
Well, and I'm
hitting
sure
her.
he knew she was intoxicated.
Yeah, he knew that, but like, he was, as you
Oh
can
my
see, he was
goodness.
pushing away from her. You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
he won't
yeah,
hit
yeah,
her.
yeah,
You
yeah,
get me?
yeah,
So.
That's,
But the
oh,
day
goodness.
after, I think they saw them going jewelry shopping, so they assumed that they're on good terms. But we're not sure what exactly happened in that elevator.
It really amazes me how TMZ gets a hold of these videos.
They'll do anything to get, a
You know what
juicy
happens is
story to get
the
that
hotel. This was
information.
at a hotel, right?
Yeah.
I think the hotel probably sold it to TMZ, and TMZ gave him a good amount of money.
Whoever, they said, whoever leaked it, the footage made a lot of money.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and TMZ is always the first on, that kind of news. They were the first on the Donald Sterling recording, so they might offer. I think they offer a pretty penny for those kind of videos. This is talk about soft news. Okay, so I was on YouTube this morning, and just a short video, 22 seconds long. Representative Joe Garcia. I saw a video of him picking his ear and eating it. He is a Democrat from Florida. It's on the popular page. And all it is a 22-second video of him on Capitol Hill in the midst of Congress there, picking his ear and eating it. It was pretty disgusting.
I am gross, huh?
Yeah, it was. Oh, here it is. It's right here. There he is. He's on the right. And boom.
No. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Not real good.
And this goes back to what we say, nothing is private anymore.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's
You
gonna
know
be
they're going to be dogging him, too.
Oh, of course,
not,
of course.
not great for the campaign.
Yeah.
Ed,
No, wait till I get
Yeah.
into politics later. These web shows
Yeah.
are going to... Did you see
Don't
what
be
Michael
picking
said?
your ear or nose
Oh
or
my
anything
God,
along
he
those
wiped
No,
his
lines.
when you're in the
nose.
zone, he was
Yeah.
probably hungry or something.
He's-
and they didn't
Yeah,
enough to
well,
eat
earwax.
before. So.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But,
There we go.
yeah, I thought that
Right
was...
here, we bring it all right
yeah,
on
we,
Morning Buzz.
we bring it all on the Morning Buzz here. All right, guys, so we're going to tune into our weather center with meteorologist Michael DePinto. That's me. Okay, it's currently 57 right now, which is a little cooler than what we have been seeing the last few days. Yesterday was about 75. The day before that, it was 85.
Yeah.
So today, we're dropping under 60. The high is going to be 65. And our weekend really isn't looking very great either. Tomorrow we'll get a break. It's going up to 76 and it's going to be partly cloudy. But Friday, it's going to be rainy. 67 though. Saturday, mostly sunny, which is good. 73 degrees. Sunday, 70, partly cloudy.
Well,
So
Saturday and Sunday look pretty.
Saturday and Sunday look fine.
Friday does not look good. Friday does not look good.
Yeah, and it's 100% chance of rain on Friday, so it's definitely...
Not looking good.
not
on
looking
Friday,
good at
The
all.
but,
weekend looks really good.
Yeah, the
Saturday
weekend-
and
looks
Sunday.
good. Saturday and
Yeah.
Sunday look good, and
For some reason, I thought we weren't going to have a nice weekend, but we are.
yeah, we are. We're gonna have a good weekend, and it's the Preakness, I believe, this weekend. Second leg of the Triple Crown.
Yes.
And I believe once again California Chrome is the favorite.
Yes.
So we'll be watching that
We
and maybe
certainly will.
reporting that on you.
Yes,
And
we will.
Then, of course, we have Memorial Day weekend coming
Memorial
up.
Day weekend's coming up. We have prom coming up.
Coming
We
up.
have so much still to talk about in so little time.
Right. We got May's a busy month.
May is a very
It
busy
is
month.
a busy
Yes.
month.
Today, like I said, folks, today, take a Claritin, take a Benadryl. The pollen is off the charts today. Pollen count is high. I said before I have my tissues here. But yeah, it's tough getting through it. Okay, so we have Memorial Day weekend coming up. What is it, next weekend?
Yeah,
Right?
it's next
I
weekend.
believe it's next weekend.
Yeah.
And
No, 2 weekends from
2
now.
weekends? Oh,
Not next
right,
weekend.
right.
Right,
It's
right.
the weekend after this one coming up. Memorial Day weekend, which I know for a lot of schools, that's prom. So I know for me, it's prom. Briah, when is your prom?
It's next week.
Next week, right? Is it
Yeah.
on Thursday?
He said Thursday?
Yes.
The 23rd. What
23rd,
is
so that's
today?
Friday. Ours is
Yeah.
on Thursday. Don't you love how they scheduled our prom for a Thursday? Because
Ah,
I mean, you do know that not one senior is going to be in school, but
On Friday, right?
on Friday, it's gonna be
good.
funny.
That's,
maybe they
senior
had
cut
to
day.
like
Yes,
reserve the place for an earlier date.
Senior
when they
traditional
could
senior
actually,
cut
like,
day.
you know,
Well,
have
originally,
the prom in.
they made it so that we weren't going to have school on Friday, but we had all the snow days this past winter, so they had to rearrange that. But folks, go out there, get your tuxedos, get your dresses, ladies. I'm sure you all have already. I just got my tuxedo on Monday, which was more miserable than I thought it would be. I thought I would walk in, they would size me up and say, "You'd look great in this." No, there's options. Oh
So
boy.
when is the prom? 23rd or 22nd?
22nd for us, 23rd for
Yeah,
For you,
23rd for
that's
us.
Friday, right? The
yeah,
23rd?
23rd is Friday.
All right. So there we go. 24th is Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Memorial Day is when? The 25th, 26th?
It's that weekend. Yeah,
That weekend.
it's
That's
that
Memorial
weekend.
Day weekend.
Yep.
And but May goes on, and then there's actually May 31st is a Saturday.
Yes, it is.
So we have another week after Memorial Day.
That's right,
Yeah,
that's right.
So, oh, hallelujah.
Yeah, so
Ah.
a lot of fun things coming up. The weather is looking better as far as temperatures go. So let's close it off today with some sports, specifically baseball. We have the Subway Series in the Bronx. The Yankees are down in the series 0-2.
And they've
It
lost
is
the 8 late games in a row today.
Yes, they have. They keep losing late in the game. Luckily, though, it is a 4-game set, so they still have a chance of tying it up. And Tanaka is pitching tonight. When Tanaka's on the mound, we do see great things tomorrow for CC Sabathia. He is on the 15-day DL with fluid in his knee, so they are calling up a minor leaguer, so we'll see how he does tomorrow. But guys, tune into the Yes Network tonight to watch
They
or
move to City Field.
yeah, or SNY if you're a Mets fan. I'm personally a Yankee fan, so I'm tuning into Yes tonight with Michael K and them, and watch some baseball. It's a lot of fun. All right, folks, that'll do it for today's Morning Buzz. I was your host, Michael, joined by Briah and Mr. P, and we'll be with you next time. Thanks, guys.
All right, that's good. Let's upload that.
There's nothing to do but believe. Just believe.